Oh, greetings and salutations. I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is the liner material for the Jeep showed up today. I'll show you that in a minute. The bad news is the weather. She's not cooperating. Got a bit of a lake going on out there. So that means I'm not going to be spraying any bedliner today. But that's okay because I need to mask off this. I got to mask this pig off anyway and finish up a little bit of sanding here and there. And, you know, tape things off and whatnot. But let me show you the liner that I decided to go with. And there was really three contenders. Of course, Raptor, which is a well-known do-it-yourself bedliner material. And then there's another one called Liner Extreme, I think. And that's available on Amazon. That's where I found it. And it's kind of an unbranded liner material. It goes on a little bit thicker. It's a 3-gallon kit. According to Amazon, the description on Amazon, it says that the 3-gallon kit covers 80 square feet. But that's at an 1/8 inch thick. So if you went half that thick, you'd do 160 square feet. I actually ordered this stuff, and then I went and looked for videos on it, and I found a video of a guy that did basically I think it was like a 2001 or 2 full-size Chevy pickup truck, extended cab pickup truck, full 8-foot box, and he did the bed rails and up to the first body line, up to the belt line, you know, up to about, you know, basically the rockers and up to the first belt line. And he said that took the entire 3-gallon kit, and I thought, well, shit, it's not going to be enough, man. So I canceled that order and I decided to go with Custom Shop's Custom Coat. There'll be a link in the description if you're interested in a do-it-yourself liner material. But this is the tintable base, and I bought 2 kits. It amounts to 1.75 gallons, so 1.75 gallons. You have 18 ounces of material. You get 4 of these in a kit, and the hardener, and then the color of your choice. So one of these color things would go inside one of these, and then you mix the appropriate amount of hardener. Comes with a Schutz gun. Oh, look at that, it's got an adjustable tip. This one's a pretty good gun, it looks like anyway. And the gun comes with a regulator. Would you look at that? For the 1.75 gallon kit, it's, what was it, I want to say it was around $280. For the Raptor, it was it was almost $100 more, $360. And then the Liner Extreme was $200, but at the end of the day, I probably would have had to buy 2 of those kits and 6 gallons of material, and that's a little more material than I wanted to put on this thing. We put the gun together here, and I'll show you what we're working with. I put a little bit of Loctite on this pickup tube and just put it in there hand tight, so if I have to take it apart I can. I use blue, don't use red. I tightened down my fittings, and you see I installed this little cheap ass Harbor Freight water separator. These are disposable, and I use these whenever I spray paint. It's just a really effective way to keep water out of your paint. Like body shops will use a very expensive air drying system, and a lot of times these same body shops will, the techs will have a desiccant whip that they can attach to the hose that goes between their hose and the spray gun that will help remove the moisture. Water traps at the wall so that they can stop the water from getting into the air supply that the techs are using. I like to use these because they're cheap, they're disposable, and they just work. I've used these extensively throughout the years. Anytime I've sprayed paint, I even use that on my powder coat gun. So use something to keep the water out of your stuff. You don't want water in your paint. Even if it's bedliner, you don't want water in it. That's not good. Since I can't spray any of this stuff, we're gonna have to wait for another day to see this stuff in action. But the way this whole system, and the Raptor liner is designed to, you mix everything in this. This isn't totally full. It's got 532 milliliters in it, 18 ounces of material. And you put the tint and hardener in this, and then the neck of this bottle, the same thread pitch as the Schutz gun. So you put that right into the product container itself and spray directly from it. So we're gonna have to probably wait till the weekend. They're calling for, well, maybe tomorrow. If it's dry enough, maybe I'll start doing this tomorrow. But right now I'm gonna need to get some gloves on and wipe this truck down, get all the dust and dirt off it, and start masking it off. What you want to do is get any greases and oils that may be on the surface of the metal off. And one of the products that I use is wax and grease remover. But they didn't have any at O'Reilly, so I had to settle for this. This is a water-based product made by Rust-Oleum, wax and tire remover. We'll see how this works. I prefer solvent-based solutions. A little bit old school that way. Just like that, over the entire vehicle, anywhere where liner is going to be applied, and keep your grubby little digits off of it once it's wiped down, so you don't contaminate it again. Okie dokie, so I'm not anywhere near done masking, and that's fine, but I did get these windows done, and anywhere that you see bare metal, I'm going to put a little bit of this stuff on it, self-etch primer. I was looking at spots like this. I don't think I'm going to worry about those. I just don't think I'm gonna worry about them. Where's my rust paint? There you go. This stuff. You see spots like here and here, in the rain gutter there, where there's a little bit of surface rust showing. I'm gonna spray this, and this is a rust converter, and that will that will encapsulate that rust and put a I think it's a phosphate coating. I don't know if that's showing up, how well that's showing up, but that right there, the little black spot, is where one of those holes was in the roof that I patched. And that one over there, those turned out pretty good. I'm not going to mess with them. I'm not going to use any filler. There's a couple of gouges and scratches like that one there, and there's one on the other side where I don't know for sure, but it appears as if somebody had like a safari rack or some kind of light bar or something up here, or a homemade luggage rack, Wasn't a factory one, that's for sure. And it was probably attached to the drip rails here, and they threw a bunch of shit in there and overloaded it, and these drip rails were all tweaked and bent, and I beat them back into shape, and there was a couple pretty deep dents in that roof. I pulled those out, so I still got to do a tape line up there, but those are the products I'm going to use. Alright, I have the windows masked off. See about getting my wife out here to help me take this hood off tomorrow. And I'll sand the edges of the hood. I got to do a little sanding around the perimeter of the doors and whatnot. So I'll do that tomorrow. And then I need to finish one more thing. I need to sand this. Once this is done, I think if I can get this squared away tomorrow, maybe I'll just push this out and do all these pieces, the fenders, the hood, the front valance, whatever they call that, and the little grill thing here, and the bumpers. Maybe I'll do those first so that they're at least the same color as that. And I'll put everything back together and then do the final coat or whatever. Let's see. It's a little brighter. Not exactly the same color, but it's close. I think it'll be closer to that color once it's mixed with the liner and the texture and everything. But anyway, we'll see. What the fuck? I know I've never done this before. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll pull the hood off, get all these bits coated with one coat, and I'll leave it set probably overnight. Come out here because it's supposed to be sunny tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. Friday it's supposed to rain again. I'll wing it. I'll do one coat on the vehicle and the parts, put everything back together, and put the second coat on. That sounds like a fucking plan. I'll do that. So if you like this Jeep project, hammer away at that like button. Share it with your vast social media network. If you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button and the little bell icon that's right next to it so you too can be notified of future uploads. Yeah, do that. I'll wait. Get her down? Awesome. You're awesome. Thanks for doing that, by the way. Check the description for any products that I've used on this project, and none of that stuff interests you. Maybe some of the gear that I use to make these videos. And if none of that interests you, then if you're going to shop on Amazon, would you please consider going through one of those links to get whatever it is that you want? That way the channel will make a little bit of a commission and kind of defray some of the costs of this tomfoolery. I'm broke, bro. Need to make this money. So until next time, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep your powder dry, and have a splendid day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. That primer's starting to get to me, man. I'm getting a little dizzy. Bye. If I can get this done tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. God, you're such a pig.